Y'all, but guess what? Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy Aki, and I'm back with another episode. For the haters in the back. Y'all, today is Little Kim's birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday.
She was born on this day, July 11th, 1974.
Okay.
And you know what? I think it's kind of funny that out of all the people at the Diddy trial down there, Little Kim's name never came up, not once. Did y'all notice that?
I didn't even notice that.
You don't remember? We haven't reported on Little Kim at all throughout this whole Diddy trial.
No, we haven't.
You haven't noticed that we haven't?
No.
How can you say no that you haven't noticed that we haven't talked about her throughout the Diddy trial? You didn't notice that we didn't talk about her?
Yeah, I didn't notice that we didn't.
I'm trying to figure out what? Y'all people around here worrying about other people's lives and accomplishments and what they doing with themselves down here. And guess what we do over here at Good and Crazy News? We make our own shit up over here. Mm-hmm. We make it happen for ourselves. We don't watch people do what they do. We do our own thing. Oh, y'all, we got to start off with some tragedy. Excuse me. Y'all remember that Air India flight that crashed a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
And it was like, what happened? Because it looked like the plane was taking off fine. And then like a second later, it just like glided straight into a building and blew up. And one person survived. So, you know, they recovered the black boxes from the plane. You know, they have 2 black boxes on the plane, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what the 2 black boxes do?
It's like all the kind of information or whatever.
I said there's 2 black boxes. Do you know what they each do? One does one thing and one does another. They both record, but they record different things. One records their conversation while the pilot's conversations. And the other one records what everything is doing, all the instruments are doing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they compare those 2 things together, and that's where they start their investigation from. Now, they are saying that the fuel to both of those engines got turned off. Now, in order to turn off these fuel buttons, there's both side by side. First you have to lift off the cover. And then you have to pull it up, twist it, and push it back down to turn off the fuel feed to the engine. Yeah. Now, they were both done. Now, I'm really suspicious about this because one pilot can be heard asking the other pilot, why did you turn off the fuel?
Right.
And he said, I didn't. So what's going on here?
Right.
Like somehow, did somebody sabotage the plane? Because that's what it's starting to sound like to me, like it was a sabotage situation.
It does sound like that.
You know, like they had it rigged to where, you know, they would come up and turn by themselves or something like that.
Yeah.
And the way how the cutoff switches look, they look like they're kind of hard to grip because they're like circular. They're like little balls.
Like a little knob.
Yeah, it's like a little tiny knob. And it's like, so if they noticed that they were turned off, then, you know, they said that even if they did have the ability to turn it back on, they didn't have enough space for the engines to boost back up enough to get them back flying in the air again.
Yeah.
So, y'all, this comes from the Associated Press. I'm going to read to y'all what it says over here. It says, fuel to the Air India plane was cut off moments before the crash, the investigation report says. Now, I don't know if you know this, but sometimes these pilots go on S missions for themselves. You know, you have a pilot that has PTSD or something going on with them mentally, and they want to end their lives, and they'll do it by crashing the plane. Yeah. You know, taking everybody with them. Like, well, if you want to end your own life, go sit in your bathroom and do it by yourself. Don't go to work and carry a whole bunch of people with you. Yeah. And then, you know, then what's up with the one man that survived? I don't know, y'all. Let's get into this. It says fuel control switches for the engines of Air India flight that crashed last month were moved from the run to cutoff position moments before impact, starving both engines of fuel. A preliminary investigation report said early Saturday. And you know what? And this is why I believe that this might be a conspiracy, like this is a sabotage, because they dropped the rat out of the back of the plane. I guess they were using the rat to get energy, but I don't know if that rat has enough power to, send the fuel back to those engines and stuff. I don't know. Like, if you just turned off the switches, then why you need to drop the rat? Why don't you just turn the switches back on? You didn't lose power like that.
Yeah.
Says the report issued by India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau also indicated that both pilots were confused over the change to the switch setting, which caused loss of engine thrust shortly after takeoff. The Air India flight, a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, crashed on June 12th, killed at least 260 people, including 19 on the ground in the northwestern city of Ahmedabad. Only one passenger survived the crash, which is one of India's worst aviation disasters. The plane was carrying 230 passengers, 169 Indians, 53 British, and 7 Portuguese, and a Canadian, along with 12 crew members. Also, they do stuff like this to take out dignitaries and stuff that they want to, delete also. They'll be like, oh, really? You said this? And okay, so Senator so-and-so or Councilman so-and-so or whatever will be on the plane going somewhere, and they will, make that plane crash.
Yeah.
They be doing stuff like that.
I know.
That's why I never want to be on none of those flights that fly to Reagan National Airport, where all the senators and judges and shit fly on them planes. I don't want to fly on none of them planes, child. It says, according to the report, the flight lasted around 30 seconds between takeoff and crash. Dang. Somebody did something, y'all. Yeah, my mom said it was ready already. It said that once the aircraft achieved its top record speed, the engine 1 and engine 2 fuel cutoff switches transition from run to cutoff position one after another. So they say one after another. So that kind of sounds like somebody did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, if it was a sabotage type of situation, they might have just both flipped at the same time.
Right.
But the person who did the sabotage might have just hit one at a time, too. They might have been sitting down with an iPad somewhere. Yeah, okay. No, not inside the plane. They wouldn't take themselves out of the... Well, then again, they might do something like that, too. It says, within a second, the report did not say how the switches could have flipped to the cutoff position during the flight. The switches were flipped back to the run position. They were flipped back to the run position, the report said, but the plane could not gain power quickly enough to stop its descent after the aircraft had begun to lose altitude. So, what they're saying? That, they did manage to get they didn't say the engines restarted. They said the fuel got turned back on. Right. There's a difference between turning off an engine and cutting off the fuel. Those are not the same.
I know.
Turning off an engine is turn it off. Boom.
Right.
Cutting the fuel is starving the engine.
Yeah.
It's like basically once you cut the fuel, it's the engine is gonna burn off the fuel that's in the line after the system gauge area. And after that's gone, that's it. So what that means is that after they do that fuel cut back on, now the reason why they probably dropped that rat is because they needed to pump the fuel back to the engine again.
Yeah.
Child, y'all. It says the report said one of the pilots transmitted Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. The switch is designed to fuel shut off it says the switch is designed to shut fuel off to the engines. And so if you operate it, that's what it'll do. It'll also be part of design to reset, Terry Tozer, aviation expert and former pilot, told Sky News. Tozer said in the case of an engine failure, one of the actions in the non-normal checklist would be to recycle these switches from off and back on again, which would initiate a restart, which is exactly what happened as designed. Now, I will tell y'all this. Somebody wanted to do something to somebody, either whether they wanted to do them to themselves or to somebody else. But I believe that this crash is not an accident.
Yeah.
This was not an accident. This was done on purpose. Now, and now this is just me talking. But Air India is a good scapegoat. And the reason why I say that is because American people will be like, well, it's India. They incompetent because they dumb brown people over there. That's what they would say.
Yeah.
Brown people. That's what they would say. So I don't know what happened, y'all. We're going to try to find out. And again, please pray for all those people that lost their lives down there. Lord. This next story, y'all, listen, y'all trying my girl up down here. I don't even know. Y'all, it says right here that doctors accuse Rihanna of skin bleaching. Auto slam! And y'all know what? This comes from Media Takeout. And y'all knew how I feel about Media Takeout.
But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
They claiming that she got lighter if they say she's skin bleaching. By doctors, Rihanna is not skin bleaching. Y'all leave her alone. You know she's back popping up all over the place because I think she's going to be in that new Smurfs movie.
Yeah.
So, she's popping up all over the place. And anytime a black woman has lighting put on them a different type of way, they get accused of skin bleaching. Yeah. And, different photographers out there have, some of them have their ISO up light, some of them have the ISO down.
Yeah.
Y'all stop, because guess what? So if I wear a white shirt, I'll be looking washed out on this screen. And y'all be telling me I'm bleaching. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Y'all, why is Biggie Small's son up down here? What's this? Oh, wait. How is that going to go in with this? What? Capricorn clock. Never mind. All right, so y'all, why they saying that this is, you know what? This boy CJ, you know who he looked like?
Who?
He looked like somebody that you actually know. Look at his face. Think of a family member that you know that looks just like this boy. You don't know? When I tell you, you're going to start laughing. You don't see, why you got Diddy in this corner like this? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh,
just so you can push buttons or something?
Yeah.
Okay, well, turn off the crawler and turn on Diddy. All right, there we go. So now it looks like we get into a story. All right, so I was asking you, this looked like one of your family members. You don't know who? You want me to blow it up for you so you can see better? Yeah, kind of. Not 100%, but they look like they could be cousins. You don't see it?
No.
Cameron.
Ah.
You don't see Cameron in that picture? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see it?
A little bit.
Okay. You know what? You ain't being exciting or nothing today. You know what? Let me just go on, y'all. Co-executive producer, it's hard to get him to, like, I don't know. Are you having fun today?
Yeah.
Were you going to act like you having fun?
Yeah.
When? Oh, my God, y'all. Say that again.
I ain't for no.
For y'all that don't know what that means, that's Gullah Geechee for. We're not going to tell you. It's a secret. Y'all, it says Biggie's son, CJ, is sued. You drove me to see Diddy where he stuffed his Tootsie Roll down my mouth. Child. Now what? No, this is Biggie's son, not Diddy's son. This is Biggie's son. Child, this comes from TMZ, a trusted source. Y'all, it says the person accusing Diddy of tossing a semen-soaked Notorious B.I.G. shirt on him is also claiming that Puff had a notable accomplice acting as his henchman during a separate sexual assault. Biggie's son, C.J. Wallace.
So it's the same person who had the shirt thrown down there?
No, it's not the same person.
That's what it just said, right?
No, what's the same person?
That Diddy threw the shirt at him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It says, according to the complaint filed during the 4th of July holiday, John Doe claims Biggie's son was among a group of men who lured him to a Revolt TV location in 2020 via a Combs Corporation vehicle, where he says he was then ambushed and led into another room where Diddy was waiting. As John Doe's head was held by others, He claimed Diddy attempted to stuff his penis. Well, you know what? They did allude to this the other day when I read this story.
Yeah.
Child. Now they saying that Diddy has a Tootsie Roll sized penis. That's what the streets are saying. I ain't say that. I don't know nothing about what this man got between his legs. Yeah. I know that that's probably the reason why he sit down watching everybody do his girlfriend and stuff, because he probably don't have no penis big enough to satisfy nobody up down there.
Oh, but come on, cat!
Say that again. But you think that she's not gonna say nothing if he has a little ding-a-ling?
No, she ain't gonna tell nobody because she's Diddy's girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, she ain't telling nobody.
I don't know, child.
She gonna tell people that don't know Diddy. Well, they'll know Diddy, but they don't know the people that she's gonna be talking to. So she's gonna be telling everybody.
So in other words, the tea is gonna get around. It just ain't gonna come from her mouth.
That's right. She gonna tell her friends,
and then they gonna start leaking it, girl. Well, the word on the curb is that Diddy has a Tootsie Roll sized penis. That's what everybody keeps saying. Because to me, it explains why Diddy sits back and watch everybody have sex.
Right. Because he can't do no work.
Yeah,
he can't
put no work in himself. So he wants to see other guys put in work on his girlfriend so he can fantasize that that's what he would be doing if he had a 8-inch, 9-inch penis. Well, you know what? I can't say 9 inches because guess what? 9 inches is actually big. So let me just say, so we know Diddy ain't working with 8 or 9. So he probably in the 7, 6, 5 realm. I don't even think he's that big. I think Diddy's probably in the 3 realm.
Dang. 3?
Probably 2. But they said Tootsie Roll sized penis. Now, when you call somebody Tootsie Roll sized penis, it's probably an exaggeration, right?
Yeah.
But they can't be much bigger than that.
Right.
If they calling it Tootsie Roll size, it must be like this. You know, Diddy, Lord, they try to say your penis is this big, or if it's a Tootsie Roll, it's probably that big. A Tootsie Roll is this big.
Yeah.
So if they calling him Tootsie Roll size penis, it's probably like that big. Child, I seen a penis smaller than this one time before. I saw a penis one time that was only that big.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
Listen, y'all, I was too young. I didn't know any better. You know, there was this guy named David. He was Jamaican David. I used to see him at the club all the time. And I used to be lusting after this boy. I used to be running after him. Every time I see him somewhere, I was there. Here I go running behind David. Child, one day I got David. I finally got my fantasy, huh? No, I went to his house. Finally got my little fantasy going. Got to his house, baby. And when he took down his pants, in the front of his pants, I didn't see no print in the front of his pants. And he was like ready. And I'm like, I don't see nothing here. Like, what's going on? And then the room was dark, but the TV was on. This was back then, you know, we had those fat back TVs and shit. And so, you know, I don't want to give too much details, but I'm going to tell you this. This motherfucker, listen, I don't already said too much because people in Atlanta going to be like, oh, I done said his city name and everything, Lord.
Oh, come on, cat.
Anyway, there's lots of Davids in Atlanta, okay? I didn't give no real description of what he looked like. So, and, you know, so anyway, I went back to the club the next day, you know, back to the club, and, you know, the girls was around me. Bitch, did you get him, child? And I was like, girl, I got him, honey. And so we was, you know, just cackling at the club, you know, dancing our little house music and stuff and just getting on, juking it up and everything and getting it. And so, you know, the girls, every now and again, they bring it back up. So, you know, give us the tea, bitch. What happened? About what? And they be like, about the guy. I'm talking about, you talking about Little Dick David?
I'm gonna walk away because I need to calm down because bitches in here motherfucking try me and I'm ready to pop the fuck off.
I didn't mean to say that, but I done turned that man's reputation into Little Dick David. That's a shame.
Them girls told everybody.
Them girls, the girls told everybody. the GWORLS told everybody. Y'all, poor Diddy with the Tootsie Roll size penis, y'all. It says, As John Doe head was held by others, he claims Diddy attempted to stuff his penis into his mouth. Well, if he only has a Tootsie Roll sized penis, he don't have to stuff it. It should just go right in.
Had to get mad when he saw that little thing.
Huh?
First, he got mad when he saw that little thing.
Who? David did? The guy?
The one, yeah.
Child. I know. No, we on Diddy now. Oh, you know, mommy talking about the guy, the victim.
Yeah, the guy.
Lord, mama, you are so shady tonight. Oh, Lord. So they had to hold his head, and Diddy attempted to stuff his penis into his mouth, all while screaming at him that his days for working for Bad Boy were over and punishment for clashing earlier. John Doe believes the CC team snapped a photo of the event as humiliating evidence and says that he was able to escape back to the vehicle's location. CJ, an entrepreneur named Willie Mack, and other individuals were there to transport him home. So they're trying to say that CJ is involved in sex trafficking. But you know what? It wasn't across state lines, so I don't think he has anything to worry about. You know, he just took him somewhere. But you know what? Diddy, you know what I said about Diddy the other day that is true?
What?
He influenced all these young people, you know, that was close to him. His own children, Biggie's son, Kim's son, all these people, and turn them into hymns, versions of himself.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm trying to say is Diddy's a terrible father and a terrible influencer. Like, you got all these people, children down here, and you got him doing shit like this.
Right.
He should be ashamed of himself, to be honest with you.
And children had sense enough to tell their mama.
Well, half of them didn't have no family no more. No.
Why?
Because Diddy has something to do with their mamas and grandmamas and daddies and uncles going into comas and dying and all kinds of stuff like that.
Real?
Yes.
Well, somebody need to write a book.
When they try to write books, Diddy have them knocked off. And then he take their children and try to raise them and turn them into versions of him. That's what happens with Diddy. Lord. Hold on, mommy. Hold on. If you're gonna talk, then just give her the mic and just talk into the mic. No, but don't play with me and be holding the mic down here talking. Don't do that. You see where I have the mic at for me? Put this where yours is for you. Don't just say okay. You see, you already not doing it. You already not doing it. Put the mic up to your face. Closer. Yes, don't you see how close I am to my mic?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm this close because I want people to hear me. If I'm back here, they can't hear me. So get close to the microphone. Oh, my God. Yeah, it says that he claims he was forced to ride home with the taste of Diddy's balls still lingering in his jaws. A traumatic experience, the lawsuit claims. Well, you know what? You know what? This could be just guys playing around. You know what I'm saying? Guys do this type of shit to each other all the time. You know, when they're young anyway. You know, you wake up, somebody got their balls on your forehead, you know, or they put shaving cream in your hand and put a feather on your face so you can slap yourself with you know, just they play grab ass and all. You know, guys do all kinds of gay, suspicious gay shit to each other all the time. Yeah. What, you taking the mic because you had an experience? No. Oh.
I never heard all this stuff before. Y'all keep on talking.
Yeah, guys do all kinds of crazy shit. Okay, so it says the lawsuit claims the abuse peaked a few days earlier with Biggie's T-shirt toss incident at another sit-down meeting where Diddy allegedly told John Doe out of the blue that he was going to fuck the shit out of him and unexpectedly groped his genitals. the John Doe. And you know what? I believe that. Because you know what? Here I go again with another one of my stories. So, true life stories with Aki. So let me tell y'all something. My very first boyfriend was my neighbor. Okay? And he was very popular. This name I will not say. And he was super popular in high school. He was real ghetto and hood. And then, you know, I wasn't even thinking about him, to be honest with you. You know, he wasn't even on my mind. But he was in a class higher than mine, so he went away. And then when he came back, you know, he beckoned me to come over to his house. And I really wasn't even thinking about anything, to be honest with you. I wasn't, I was like 17. I wasn't, you know, I was like 17, 18, huh? Yeah, I wasn't ready yet. Put the mic close to your mouth if you're going to talk. I'm not playing. Judah, hold the mic. Take the mic. And then you hold it. There you go. So, you know, the neighbor tells me to come over. It's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, whatever. Low key, I was nervous to go over there, but I wasn't thinking about it like that, you know, because I'm thinking, what does he want me for? You know, like why he want me to come over there? Child, I go over there and I get in the house. We was talking and shit, and you know, he had got me aroused a little bit, and then he was like, you know, just by talking regular conversation, he wasn't doing anything. Well, he was. Come to find out, he was manipulating the shit out of me. So he was all like, "Do you like me?" And I was like, "No." And then he reached out and grabbed my junk and said, "Then why your dick hard then?" I was like, "Oh, wait, hold up. Did you just do that? Wait a minute." I didn't know whether I felt violated or if I was supposed to like this or whatever. But guess what? The next day, he was my boyfriend.
Oh, come on, cat.
Oh, Lord. So anyway, so that's why I said I believe that. But, you know, and I do believe that he said he's going to F the S out of him, too. I believe that Diddy said that. I believe it. And unexpectedly groped his gem goes. He claims that CJ Mack and the others have promised more business opportunities as restitution for his issues with Diddy, but it all turned out to be a ruse to get him raped. Child, who is this person? We need to know what he looked like, because if this was a ruse to get you raped, then that means you must be really handsome or sexy or something, because I don't see why they would just pick you. Yeah. Why would Diddy just pick you?
I always thought the girls was fast. Them boys must have been like engines.
Well, yeah. If you think the girls are fast, somebody got to be chasing them. They got to be doing it with somebody. Mm-hmm. They ain't humping the air. Child, it says, John Doe is pursuing damages from CJ and all other defendants. Diddy's legal team tells TMZ Mr. Combs' trial and acquittal on trafficking and RICO charges proves that we have been saying all along that Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone. Now, I keep trying to tell y'all, all y'all people who's coming with these late stuff, you ain't getting nothing. All you doing is putting your business out in the street because there's no money left for you to get. Diddy has like 300 lawsuits against him, and they got to go in order.
Yeah.
The man only had $1 billion. They say he only worth $400 million now because the lawyers done took half his money. And so whatever he got left, child, they by the time they get to you, baby, there's going to be nothing left.
It might be like 5 cents.
Bye. Bye, Diddy. Bye, CJ. Lord, y'all, Lord, goodness. Oh, goodness.
It was
just running wild and crazy in the streets without, giving it. You know how they say certain people, if you give them money, they show you who they really are. Because money only enhances who you really are. It doesn't change you. It just brings out who you really are.
So far, so fine. Don't be talking to me, nigga.
That's what you would be doing? Yeah, my mama ain't here tripping. She out here, she's revealing who she really is right now. And she ain't even got the money yet. I ain't never heard you talk like that. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, me either.
We don't run at the same company.
What?
I don't know the same people you know.
Oh, so you trying to say you hang around a bunch of hood niggas and thugs and hoes?
No.
So what are you saying?
Because the people I ever hang around is like ladies.
Well, you just got through calling us niggas a minute ago, so...
Yeah, but you're not a lady. You're not my friend.
Oh, Lord, y'all. Y'all, take the mic. Y'all, somebody texted me. Oh, I don't know who that is. Y'all, it says right here that, Oh, I got to tell y'all something. That girl, Capricorn Clark, is good speaking out. You know, she was Diddy's assistant. Every time Diddy get in trouble, you know, you see her down there with the cell phone, texting and everything. And she's the first person that Diddy always runs to, Capricorn Clark. Now she out here talking. Why are you talking, girl? You sound like she's trying to save herself from something, because why else would she be speaking?
Right.
Well, he must have said something to her that wasn't right.
Well, she knows all his business. And what?
And she knows a whole lot.
I know.
More than just his business.
Child. You know what they always say? You know what they always say? The executive assistant always knows more than the boss. She does. Listen, the CEO's secretary knows more than the freaking boss. You don't know that? Because she's the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Because she's already like knows what he does want to be bothered with and what he don't want to be bothered with.
Yeah.
Who he want to see and who he don't want to see. She knows everything.
Yeah.
She's the one making his appointments. She's the one setting his meetings. She know who he's with all the time, more than his wife.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all, it says up down here that so we were talking about Capricorn Clark, right? So she's speaking, y'all. Y'all want to see something? Watch this.
It was mania, and it was just toxic.
Capricorn Clark, a former personal assistant to Combs who testified for the...
I have questions, though, before we finish watching this. Girl, if you be... And don't forget to put the disclaimer down there, the 1976 Act or whatever, all that shit, so this won't be copywritten. But, girl, if you about to be sitting down with NBC News, why you got on a halter top?
I thought it was called a crop top.
Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Why you got that on?
She don't know any better.
She's supposed to be, no, but the thing about it is she's supposed to be traumatized, right?
Yeah.
So if you traumatized and the news tell you, girl, come on down here and walk in the park with us so we can get your side of the story. And you decide you're going to put on a crop top?
Because she don't know any better. You can't blame her. She don't know any better.
She does know better.
No, she don't.
Yes, she do.
She knows
Unless
a
she's
little
trying to
bit.
tell us something with this crop top on.
She knows a little bit, but she don't know enough.
Child, y'all watch this again. Y'all watch this.
It was mania, and it was just toxic.
Capricorn Clark, a former personal assistant to Combs who testified for the prosecution, said she witnessed several disturbing incidents during her decade with him.
Wait, y'all look. See, there's some tea behind this right here, too. I'm trying to tell y'all, Judah, you know I always tell you that in these stories, when they pick pictures tells you a whole lot. There's a reason why they pick certain pictures to put in a story. Okay, now this particular story right here, they talking about assistants that Diddy had, right? And she was one of his assistants. Who's in the picture right there? In the middle. That's Farnsworth Bentley.
Okay.
That also used to be Diddy's assistant.
Yeah.
That they say that Diddy and Farnsworth Bentley was in a relationship. We haven't heard or seen from Farnsworth Bentley in years. He moved to Atlanta, got married, and apparently had some children. He was like Diddy's number one man. This man used to walk around covering Diddy with an umbrella so Diddy wouldn't be in the sun. On the show, the Dave Chappelle show, Dave Chappelle depicted their relationship as when Diddy was ready to leave, instead of walking, he would jump on Farnsworth Bentley back and get carried out. Okay? That's who this is right here. He was the one out there doing the Harlem Shake. Pop, pop, pop. That's Farnsworth Bentley.
Yeah. Okay.
I love your minimal reactions to everything. Like, I love it. So it's telling. So somebody need to find Farnsworth Bentley. Now, guess what? I recently saw a picture of Farnsworth Bentley. He don't look good. He don't look good at all. I don't know if it's fatherhood that tore him down, because fatherhood can break some men if they ain't strong enough.
Yeah.
Or if holding all those secrets all of these years, because when you know something that scares the shit out of you, it can force you into hiding.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. If you have some heavy ass information on your life in your brain that you need to process, people will be like, I ain't seen Farnsworth Bentley in 10 years. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to come outside and be seen.
Yeah.
Because you don't want people questioning you about what you know.
Yeah.
And normally that person that hides, when they do tell the truth, it's going to be explosive.
Yeah.
Child. Y'all, let me just start back over. Let me start this thing back over again with Capricorn clock up down here. I wonder what her real name is, because I know her mama did not name her no freaking Capricorn Clark. That's a drag name. Did you push Nikki laugh on that? Could do something. Come on.
I thought you were just gonna play the video.
Well, I haven't started it yet, so obviously you could just jump in.
Okay.
Never mind. Y'all want to watch this Capricorn Clock video again? Watch how they got Farnsworth Bentley just tucked in there. I told y'all, listen, every time they pick these pictures for these things, they pick it for a reason. We gonna find out in the next few days. Y'all gonna hear from Farnsworth Bentley. I can almost promise you that. Maybe or maybe not, but somebody gonna be knocking on his damn door. Watch this.
It was mania, and it was just toxic.
Capricorn Clark, a former personal assistant to Combs who testified for the prosecution, said she witnessed several disturbing incidents during her decade with him, including an assault on his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura.
I took Cassie back to Puff's house, and the minute we walked in, he started beating her up in front of me.
What do you do?
Cry, unfortunately. He had on...
Girl, you a damn lie. You a damn lie. Did you see the face she made when she talking about something? When you seen Cassie get beat up by Diddy, what did you do? I just cried. Girl, you didn't cry. I believe you stood there and watched it, but I don't believe your ass cried. Y'all finished watching?
Underwear and a robe. He kicked her the entire time.
Sheree Hayes, an exotic dancer who also testified for the prosecution, participated in the so-called freak-offs involving Ventura, all while Combs watched.
The instructions was I was not supposed to look at him, acknowledge him, talk to him, and we both...
Child, the white girl is looking there like, yeah, you are sexy. You are fine. I do want you to take your clothes off. I do want to bend over this desk right now. What you say? The rest, what?
To act like he wasn't even there.
Despite that, Hayes says Combs directed...
Child, did you see how the body fell out that suit? I keep trying to tell y'all, this is one of Diddy's doo-wop partners. Child, Lord.
Despite that, Hayes says Combs directed the action, and Ventura seemed willing to follow his instructions.
I can't look at those reactions and confidently say it was duress. You know, it may have been, but I...
Child, you see that lopsided face he got? Just imagine what it looked like when he get good and hot and just in ecstasy. Just imagine what that. No, you don't imagine. I can imagine what it looked like. Like, child, what? If he on top of you, I can tell there's some foundation going on. I can just look at this motherfucker and tell that shit.
I didn't read it that way.
Ventura sued Combs in 2023, accusing him of sexual abuse and sex trafficking. He settled for $20 million with no admission of wrongdoing, but not before it became public. After that came the criminal charges, the trial, and the verdict heard around the world.
Child, Capricorn Clark, I think she's supposed to be on TV tonight for NBC with a whole interview. Like, usually when they show those things, it's like a teaser. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to show the whole thing at another time.
Like a
or whatever.
trailer.
Yeah. So, y'all... Capricorn Clark, girl, just go sit down and shut the fuck up. We really don't want to hear from your ass at all, period, because all you're going to do is make the shit worse. Because remember last time she was down there testifying, when she, remember when she was down there testifying, wait, where's the video? Wait. Y'all, wait, where did it go? Okay, y'all, listen, I was going to pull up her picture again, but remember when she was down there testifying, supposedly, you know, for the defense and whatnot, she was basically making Diddy seem like he didn't do nothing wrong to all these people. They was taking it like Cassie was taking advantage of him. Because, you know, Diddy gave her everything, musicians, stylists, this and that, so she could pop off in her career, and she didn't do nothing with it. So Diddy just had to turn Cassie into a hoe. That's what, if you boil down what Capricorn Clock was saying, that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
Child. Lord. Y'all, guess what? We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
And we're back. Okay, so y'all, I think I skipped over a story real quick. Let me get to this. Lord, y'all, Donald Trump's ugly face is back up down here again. What you about to ask me? Y'all know what? My mama be trying to act like she don't know I'm doing this show. And she'll just be like starting side conversations and whatnot. What do you want now?
I don't remember.
Oh, my God. Y'all, it says Trump announces 30% tariff against the EU, Mexico, and Canada, I believe, to begin August 1st, rattling major U.S. trading partners. Listen, also I heard him say the other day that he's going to try to fire the Fed chair. He can't fire the Fed chair. Donald Trump, what I want you to do is just leave the Fed chair alone, please. Leave him alone, because he will just be petty with you because he knows that you can't fire him and not lower the interest rates. Donald Trump is walking around screaming, the interest rates are too high, which they are, and they need to be down at least 2 or 3 points. Well, we know that they ain't going to go down no 2 or 3 points at one time. We know that's never going to happen. Okay, and if you cannot fire the Fed chair, you know you can't. So I don't know why you sitting up here talking. That man is, when it comes to economy, he's the most powerful man in the world.
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know his name. His name slips my mind. It says, this comes from the Associated Press. It says, President Donald Trump on Saturday announced he's levying tariffs of 30% against the European Union and Mexico starting August the 1st, a move that will cause massive upheaval between the United States and two of its biggest trade partners. Trump detailed the planned tariffs in letters posted to his social media group. They are part of an announcement blitzed by Trump of new tariffs aimed at allies and foes alike. Now, why are you doing that? Aimed at allies and foes. So, you know, the foes are sitting over there like, yeah, y'all motherfuckers think y'all something. Y'all ain't shit either. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all in the same boat we
Yeah, like, you know, whoever was able to brag. Could you imagine being able to brag one time and then you find out that the person who's protecting you is also protecting the motherfucker that wants to hurt you? Oh, Lord. Oh, it says a bedrock of his 2024 campaign that said he would set the foundation of reviving a U.S. economy that he claims has been ripped off by other nations for decades, and you ripping us off too with all these fucking tariffs because, like, we all know who pays the tariffs at the end of the day. The American people do. We all know that, so I don't know. Child, listen, I don't want to talk about this no more. Bye, Donald Trump. And guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Men's Gossip. Oh, this is what we needed a video to. This is what we needed a video for. This is what we needed a video to. You ain't even mentioned this. Oh. He about to get fired every week. He don't care. And guess what he's gonna do? He does me just like this. Okay. And Judah, come on, have the show ready. All right. I want the show done by the time you get over here. Okay. He don't give a damn about what I say. Judas the thief. All right, whatever. You got 48 hours to do the show. How come it's not done yet? All right. Look, it's getting done now. You just told me to start the show. Now you trying to give me more stories. Cause we already late. So it don't matter at this point. Jesus.
I'm going to walk away because I need to calm down because bitches in here is motherfucking trying me and I'm ready to pop the fuck off. Because you're going to see and call me arrogant.
Listen, it ain't about me being satisfied. It's about satisfying the watchers. They the ones who need to be satisfied. and I need to have my time freed up because guess what? When you pay somebody to do something, you're paying them so your time can be freed up. That's what you pay for. Did you know that? When you pay somebody, you're paying for time. You're paying for time. That's what you pay for. I pay for time and I don't get it. He don't care. Like he gonna tell me. And guess what? He don't have no shame coming back on Tuesday. Still not with the show, not ready again. Cause I guarantee you on Tuesday, I'm gonna pick him up. I'm like, how many stories you got? Did you start the show? Yes, I did. How many stories you got? I got one and an auto slam. What? It's true. Oh Lord. Judah, you finished with the show? Almost. How many stories you got? 3 and an auto slam. Yeah, we're supposed to have 9 stories and 3 auto slams. Yes, he should start on Sunday. Exactly. I told him if he does 2 stories, if you do 3 stories a day, Sunday do 3, Monday you do 3. Well, it's not really 3 stories. It's just 2 stories in the auto slam. Sunday do 2 stories in auto slam. Monday do 2 stories in auto slam. Tuesday you do 2 stories in auto slam. The show is ready.
Okay.
See? Okay. I told y'all, this nigga don't care. It's like, all right. Can you turn off the crawler? Because they can't see it on no way. Y'all, Angel Reese responds to Robert Griffin III that claims she hates Clayton and Clark. Now, y'all know what? This guy, I don't really know a lot about him, but they was talking about him like a dog the other day. Like he's just basically he's a grifter. Like a Candace Owens and like the rest of them that sit up around and hate black people, you know, and try to make them look bad in the public. Yeah. Now they say he's trying to clout for his show that he has with him and his wife, but they say the show is so bad that, you know, even the guests that come on there don't help the ratings. Like he be having, you know what I'm saying? It's like, cause you know people have guests on their show to boost their show to get the show bigger. You know what I'm saying?
They're like, ooh, so-and-so's on this show.
Yeah,
let me watch it.
Yeah, but his guests don't do that for his show apparently. Yeah, it says Angel. If I was Angel Reese, I wouldn't even have responded to him at all. Period. I meant to do some research on this guy, but I didn't. I didn't know he looked like this. If you look like this, how you gonna be anti-black looking like this? No. How can you be looking like this and be anti-black? Look how he look. You know what? He got a Shannon Sharp mouth. It looked like he goes, "Oh, Robert."
Oh, come on, cat.
You see his mouth? He kind of like got it like a Shannon Sharp mouth. Hold up. What? Say it.
Judah's got the wrong idea.
I don't know what you're talking about, and neither does Judah. What are you talking about? Tell us what you're talking about. Y'all, hold on. Let me get to this story real quick, because these pictures have been down here for a minute, and I ain't said nothing about these people yet. It's I know you ain't trying to get on me now. Don't forget, I got the master buttons over here. I can push whatever I want.
I can cancel out those buttons.
Y'all, it's come from Sports Illustrated. It says, a bitter social media feud appears to be brewing after Chicago Sky star Angel Reese seems to respond to former ESPN analyst Robert Griffin III controversial post on Thursday. Griffin wrote a lengthy message on X, formerly known as Twitter, denouncing the racist rhetoric that he's been used mostly by online trolls towards Reese this WNBA season. In a tweet, Griffin claimed he was in contact with some people in Reese's inner circle who told him Reese has grown to hate Caitlin Clark. Listen, boy, whatever your name is, you are like, you know who he sound like now? He sound like Media Takeout. And you know how I feel about Media Takeout.
But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
Hold up, mommy. It says people in Angel's, you know he don't know nobody in Angel Reese's inner circle to tell him. If there was in Angel Reese's inner circle, why would they be talking to this dummy?
Right.
And so you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to start some turmoil in her camp because this type of information, what it would do is start making her not trust her own camp.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what, Robert Griffin Jr. III, you a piece of shit. You a piece of shit for doing that, what you did. Now that I think about the ramifications of what you're saying that somebody in her inner circle told you,
right.
They ain't nobody tell your ugly ass nothing. Now you got her down there looking at her own crew like she don't know who to trust. JoJo, sit down. Sit down. It says, people in Angel's inner circle called me and told me I was right and Angel Reese has grown to hate Caitlin Clark because of the media always asking her about Caitlin and being constantly compared to her, Griffith wrote. Hours later, Reese appeared to fire back at Griffin to set the record straight. It says, lying on this app when everybody knows the first and last. You disrupting the show. It says right here, lying on this app when everybody knows the first and last name of everybody in my circle for clout is nasty work, Reese wrote on X. That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Good thing Reese is smart enough. And you know what? She's only 23. And you know what? She is smart to be 23. Because the average 23-year-old would have taken that information to heart.
Yeah.
And start not trusting the people around her. Good thing she's smart enough to be like, you know what, Robert Griffin, you a piece of shit. Because she's like, everybody know who my inner circle is, their first and last name. So what is you saying?
Right.
Now, guess what? If somebody is in Angel Reese's circle and told this man this, you need to go to hell. Yeah. But guess what? Everything that's done in the dark comes to the light anyway. Mm-hmm. So if you did do this or say this about that girl, she going to find out eventually on her own anyway. We don't need your help to do it. Right. It says Reese's mom also called out Griffin. You done got Reese's mom up in here on your ass. Girl, boy, you done messed up now when the girl mama's up down here. Yeah. See, you can't be messing with young folk and think that their mama not going to be protecting them. Yeah, it says right here, it says Reese's mom also called out Griffin for his alleged claim about Reese and Clark. Man, stop with the cat. Well, she didn't say cap. They put it in quotation. She probably said start with the bullshit. Right. And they changed it to cap to make it sound young and hip. He said, man, stop with the cap, Reese's mom wrote on X. My daughter's circle is so small and tight, so I'll be interested to know who called you. The mama want to know if somebody said something so she can go down there. Listen, mama, don't fall into the trap, mama. Right. Mama, you falling into, see, Reese didn't fall into it, but you, mama, don't fall into the trap that Reese didn't fall into. Leave it alone.
Right.
Now you done got Reese mama all upset up down there, Robert Griffin III. Whoever you say called you is not in her circle to speak on her feelings towards a media fandom made up by beef. Just stay on that side because the doors are always closed over here. Yeah, that's what Miss Mama said, baby. Now, Robert Griffin III, you got egg on your face right now. It says, though Griffin may have had good intentions with his anti-racism post. Okay, so you know what he did, right?
What?
He took somebody else's post that was making fun of Angel Reese and posted it on Twitter. But the picture was Angel Reese being depicted as a monkey. And he was like trying to defend saying that Angel Reese don't look like a monkey, but we all know what the fuck he does. Right. That was a backhanded way to save her, but he was really trying to expose the fact that he think that she looked like a monkey, which Angel Reese does not look like a monkey.
No.
Period and point blank. You look like a motherfucking monkey. Says Reese doesn't appreciate him spreading lies about how she feels toward her WNBA rival and Clark. Hopefully this all blows over soon and shift back to basketball. Reese and the Sky are slated to host the Minnesota Lynx on Saturday, while Clark and the Fever will host Atlanta Dream Friday night. Robert Griffin III.
You know what's your problem? Your problem is that you really want to be a white girl. Your problem is that you really don't even want to be black. You going to check me, then check me.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Again. Lord have mercy. Let's see what's up down here, y'all. Y'all, this Jeffrey Epstein shit will not go away. Why is Kanye picture up here for Epstein? What he used to do. He ain't doing shit now. He dead. Yeah. Okay, you don't have a picture for this. Okay, whatever. It says right here, Furor over Epstein files sparked backlash between Bondi and Bongino at the Justice Department. You know they're calling for Pam Bondi to step down now. Because she said all this shit she said about Jeffrey Epstein. You know, they want to close the files now and all this kind of stuff like that. When Donald Trump, before the election came, was screaming, open the files, Joe Biden, open the Epstein files. We want to see everybody's name that's on the list. And if y'all elect me as president, I'm going to open up all the files of Jeffrey Epstein so everybody can see whose name is on there. Then as soon as he became president, there's nothing to see here. We're not going to open the files. And Pam Bondi's up there like, there's nothing on those videotapes but pornography, child porn. Yeah, starring your president.
Oh, come on, cat.
Child's Company Associated Press says the Justice Department and FBI are struggling to contain the fallout and appease the demands for far-right conservative personalities and influential members of President Donald Trump, based after the administration decision this week to withhold records from Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking investigation. The move, which included the acknowledgement that one particular sought-after document never existed in the first place, sparked a contentious conversation between Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino. Now, this is important. This man is black. Dan Bongino. Yeah. And let me tell you something. He's handsome too, child. Only thing that I don't like about Dan Bongino, he got one of those Lester Holt hairlines. You know who Lester Holt is?
Yeah.
His hairline, it starts right here and goes straight down to his beard. It looks so weird. It don't come forward at all. It goes straight down like this. It's like if your hairline is that fucked up, just cut your hair off. Like me. Child, it says Dan Bongino, where's his name, man? Okay. At the White House earlier this week that threatened to permanently shatter relations between the two officials, and centered in part on a news story that described division between the FBI and the Justice Department. The cascade of disappointment and disbelief arising from the refusal to disclose additional much-hyped records from the Epstein investigation underscores the struggles of FBI and Justice Department leaders to resolve the conspiracy theories and amped-up expectations that they had stoked with claims of a cover-up and hidden evidence. Infuriated by the failure of officials to unlock, as promised, the secrets of the so-called deep state, Trump supporters on the far right have grown restless and even demanded change at the top. See, you're backfired. Now your own people want you to release the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, y'all. Bye, all y'all up down here with this Epstein stuff. Again. I want to see these videos because she said that there's videos. So now we're going to be pressed to see what the videos are, because now the media is not going to leave it alone until they get them hands on the videos.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have never said that. That's why this is blowing up now. If she would have never said videos, nobody would be saying anything. They like videos. Oh, you need to release that. TMZ probably got a team down there filing for the release of the videos right now. Because you know that guy Harvey Levin, I'm a lawyer. Y'all know what? Y'all, it says right here, Kanye West ex-assistant accusing him of sexual battery, and sex trafficking. I don't care. Because you know what? Now they're just trying to do every black man now at this point. Yeah. And you know what? Kanye, I don't believe Kanye would do that. I believe Kanye would do a lot of stuff. But this, I don't believe he would do this. You know why? Because he's been caught on mic before saying when they was trying to do him in after him and Jay-Z got into that bad relationship. Yeah. And Kanye was down at the concert saying, Jay-Z, why don't you just call me? Remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because their kids used to play together and everything, and Jay-Z and Beyonce decided that they was too good to hang with Kanye anymore because he started doing stuff like White Lives Matter and stuff like that. But then Kanye was speaking out big time about a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And they said to Kanye, they was like, well, why you feel like you can speak out about these things? He goes, because I ain't never killed nobody before. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? Yeah. He said, because I ain't never killed nobody before. Basically saying, I don't do nefarious shit that all these motherfuckers out here be doing. Right. So in other words, he said, I'm hearing this. If he didn't kill nobody, he's also not sex trafficking or doing no RICO because he ain't trying to go to prison. Right. Yeah. So that's why I say I don't believe this story. Point blank into the period. And it come from media takeout. So bye. Again. Now from Kanye to Kim Kardashian, Lord. That's a perfect segue. It says Kim Kardashian reportedly slept with sister Kourtney's husband. Auto slam! I don't put nothing past none of them hoes. Again. Because you know what? They got a tranny daddy down there, and they got all kinds of crazy shit going on in their family. Black China's involved in their family. Kanye in their family. You know, their family ain't nothing. You know, the mama, Kris Jenner, you know, she got a black boyfriend right now that they try to say is shaped like a woman. His name is Chris, too, I think. Both of them. Listen, they got a lot going on in their family. They all have children with black men. But you know what? I'm not mad at that. You know why? Because now it's coming back this way. You know how they try to say that the white women always get with the black men so they can take the black man's money? Mm-hmm. Now they got all these women, they got all these men coming in, you know, basically turning their family black. Yeah. You know, all it takes is each one of them kids to get with another black person, and that lineage is now black. Yeah. Thank you, Kris Jenner. Because now you're going to have Kylie and all them down there with all these mixed up babies. And if they get with a black person, guess what? All the money now belongs to niggas. In reverse. Reverse. Thank you, Kris Jenner, for making all your kids love black people. Because, you know, when you get with a black person, that comes with a check. And then Kim Kardashian found that out herself when she first started dating Ray J. That's how all of this shit happened. Because she fucked Ray J, and they leaked the mixtape, a sex tape about it. Now, next thing you know, everybody want to fuck black men in her family. Thank you, Kris Jenner. Dummy. You got the bag now, but you're going to be giving it to your black grandchildren in a minute. Okay? That's the W for black folks. Y'all, wait, what's that? Pam Bondi? Oh, that was the picture for the Trump story way down there.
Where?
That was the Pam Bondi and them for that. The guy who I was talking about. Look at his hairline.
Oh yeah,
that's
I was in the right place.
No, it wasn't.
Uh-huh.
Look, co-executive producer, get out of here with that. This is the guy I was just telling y'all about with the hairline like Stevie Wonder. And Snoop Dogg. Have y'all noticed that Snoop Dogg has that same problem that Stevie Wonder had? Nigga, let the dreadlocks go. Or you need to constantly start wearing one of those wraps around so we don't have to see your hairline going back every year. Because in a minute, Snoop Dogg hairline gonna be starting right here. He's still gonna have them long dreads, but it's gonna be.
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
I don't want to read no more of this stuff. We done, actually. Bye, Pam Bondi and all y'all up down there. Pam Bondi, I need you to get out the way. Just gone on. Y'all guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for boom, the Kim K Slammm. I don't like doing this part. I'm deep trying to tell y'all. Y'all, that airline, that crash, that's a conspiracy for real.
Yeah.
Because how did both of those, you have to lift up both of those for each engine. Because, you know, the plane can fly with just one engine.
Yeah, I know.
So why they turn off both? Like, who did that? And if the co-pilot was sitting there and the pilot sat there and did that, child, we'd be in there fighting.
Facts.
We will be in there fighting.
Like, what you doing?
I'd be done kick that motherfucker in his head or something. I would have been like, what? Bow! Immediately. Yeah. I would have just immediately started fighting him. Yeah. You wouldn't have got that second one turned off. And that's facts. Because what you don't know is that when they fly in these planes, they watch each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They have to watch each other what they're doing. And even they have this thing called a handoff. You know, like when they boosting the plane to take off and all of that, when it gets to a certain speed and height and altitude, they tap on each other. One pilot put his hand on top of the other pilot's hand, then he takes his hands away to make sure that the plane stays boosted. Yeah. They have to be in sync, period. Yeah. So me and that guy, we would have been fighting. Straight up. I'm sorry, I know this is supposed to be K Slammm. I know that. Auto Slam, my man. What's the section called? Kim K Slammm. Listen, I know you ain't, okay, we ain't finna do that. Rihanna is not skin bleaching. Y'all stop. Leave that girl alone. It was Beyonce last time. Now it's Rihanna. Y'all just always trying to tear down black folks. What is that about? CJ, I don't know if this is true or not because this came from, it came from TMZ. It might be true. But you know what? CJ, I don't know. CJ Wallace, I don't know what you were doing with Diddy up down there, but y'all stop letting Diddy raise y'all kids, okay? Please stop. Stop letting Diddy raise y'all children. Bye. Because guess what? I was kind of like raised by Diddy in a way. And when I say that, I'm talking about musically. Like, to be honest with you, the music of the 90s, you know, when Diddy was producing, he was a big producer back then. Yeah. All his music was about us getting up, getting our paper, getting our bread, being successful, but, you know, being flashy, you know what I'm saying, getting your bread up. That's what the music was about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now it's about drugs and sex and being stupid and lazy. You know, so our music at our time actually motivated us to be great. You know what I mean? It really did. And the house music did too, and the reggae. Between the reggae, the house music, and the hip hop, shit, we was doing good. And white people didn't like that. That's why they started destroying all of our shit. Okay. All the music and turning it into garbage. You know how I can't stand that guy, Leo Cohen? You know, I was talking about that man? Anyway. Trump tariffs, you know, he's probably just threatening and stuff. We don't know yet. We have to wait and see. Angel Reese, I'm glad you responded to RG3. But guess what, mama? Angel Reese's mama, please listen. Let Angel handle this. You ain't got to say nothing. Right. And Angel, no cap, check your mama. Bye. Epstein files, we need to see the videos now. Bye, Pam Bondi. Kanye, I don't believe you did this at all, period, point to the blank. What you think?
Nah, he ain't do that.
He didn't. He's not that kind of guy. He might be crazy. Y'all can say all kinds of stuff about Kanye, but this is not Kanye. Now, if I have to put my foot in my mouth in a couple of days, so be it. But for right now, I don't believe it. Period. Kim Kardashian slept with Kourtney's brother, sister, boyfriend, man, whoever. We don't care because guess what? You slept with Ray J, and Ray J had a girlfriend at that time too. Bye. Donald Trump, say goodbye to your citizenship. Rosie O'Donnell, I ain't even get to that story, y'all, but I love y'all so much for watching. Mommy, go ahead and say something bye to the people.
Bye.
That's it?
I enjoyed this.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. Well, tell the people you love them or something.
Well, I love y'all. I love all the black people.
My watchers are not only black people, okay? Judah, how can people get in contact with you?
On Instagram at Judah's Photography, JUDAHS Photography.
And y'all know what I'll be doing till next time, y'all. I'll be sitting here waiting at the door. Bye.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942, 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you, just waiting.